In the last session, we discussed exercise 2.3 up to 7 questions. Now see the last question of this exercise. What they said here, when a polynomial, this polynomial they have given is divided by x minus 2, it leaves the remainder 2. That means, if you are dividing this polynomial with x minus 2, you are getting the remainder which is 2. So, what is given indirectly here, f of 2 is equal to 2. Because here, if you are dividing this polynomial with x minus 2, what will be the remainder? You know that it is f of 2 because you need to find the 0 of the polynomial of the divisor. In this case, what is the divisor here? X minus 2. So, you need to equate this x minus 2 to 0 so that you are getting x as 2. Now, you need to substitute this 2 in this polynomial so that you are getting the remainder. But in the question itself, they have given the remainder which is 2. So, we have equated here f of 2 is equal to 2. So, again what they said here, what is the given polynomial which is 2x cube plus 3x square plus ax plus b. What they said, when you are dividing this polynomial with x minus 2, it leaves the remainder which is 2. That means they have already given what is the remainder. Now, here what the remainder theorem says here, if you want to find the remainder here, what we need to substitute in place of x? Just you need to take the 0 of the polynomial of the divisor. In this case, what is the divisor? X minus 2. So, you need to equate x minus 2 to 0. What is the value of x? 2. Now, you need to substitute in place of x which is 2. That means, f of 2 is equal to, just in place of x, you need to substitute 2 so that you will get the remainder. There is no need to substitute here. They already given here. You will get the remainder which is 2. Directly they have given. And similarly what they said here, when you are dividing the same polynomial with x plus 2. Here in this case x plus 2, that means what value we need to substitute in place of x here? Minus 2, because if you are equating x plus 2 to 0, you will get x is equal to minus 2. That minus 2 you need to substitute here. So here what you got it here, f of 2 is equal to 2 and they have given f of minus 2 is equal to minus 2, right? And if you are substituting minus 2, what it gives the remainder? Minus 2. Now based on these two conditions, you need to find the value of a and b. Now solve it here, f of 2 is equal to 2 and f of 2 minus 2 is equal to minus 2. Now what is f of 2? Just in place of x you need to substitute 2. So substitute it here, what you will get here? 2 into 2 cube plus 3 into 2 square plus a into 2 plus b is equal to 2. Right? Now here, what is the value of 2 cube? 2 into 2 into 2 which is 8. 8 2s are 16. So write it here 16 plus here 2 into 2 which is 4. 4 into 3 which is 12. So write it here 12 plus a into 2 which is 2a plus b is equal to 2. Now solve it, what you will get? 16 plus 12. What is the value of 16 plus 12? Which is 28. So here 2a plus b is equal to 2. If you take this 28 to the right hand side, it will become minus 28. So what you are getting here? 2a plus b is equal to minus 26. This is the first equation we got it here. Now take the second condition, you will get the second equation. Now after that you will get two equations. After solving those two equations, you will get the value of a and b. Now take f of minus 2. What is f of minus 2? Just in place of x you need to substitute here minus 2. Substitute it here, 2 into minus 2 whole cube plus 3 into minus 2 whole square plus a into minus 2 plus b is equal to minus 2. Now what will get here? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8 and here minus symbol is there. You know that minus into minus is plus and plus into minus is minus. So you will get here minus 16 plus 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12 plus 12 minus 2a plus b is equal to minus 2. Now what is the value of minus 16 plus 12 which is minus 4. So write it here minus 4 minus 2a plus b is equal to minus 2. If you are taking this minus 4 to that side, it will become plus 4. So what you will get here? Minus 2a plus b is equal to minus 2 equal to 2. You know that 4 minus 2 which is 2. Now here you got here one equation, you got there one equation. Now you need to solve those two equations. Let us consider this equation as 2. So what is the question given here? If you are dividing this polynomial with x minus 2, it leaves the remainder 2. That means f of 2 is equal to 2. And similarly, if this polynomial is divided with x plus 2, it leaves the remainder minus 2, because that means f of minus 2 is equal to minus 2. If you are keeping in place of x 2, you got this equation. In place of x, you are keeping minus 2, you got this equation. Now you need to solve those two equations. So solving, what you will get here? Solving the equations 1 and 2. What are those equations? The first equation, which is 2a plus b is equal to minus 26. And what is the second equation? We got minus 2a plus b is equal to 2. These are the two equations we got. Based on these two equations, you need to find the value of a and b. So how do you solve here? If you have given any two, if you got any two equations like this, if you want to solve those two equations here, you need to eliminate any of the variable here. Here you can observe that what are the variables in this case, a and b. Now here, what we need to do if you want to eliminate, here you can observe that here 2a will get cancelled. So here 2a will get cancelled. And what is the value of b plus b, which is 2b, is equal to, what is the value of minus 26 plus 2? You know that it is minus 24. Now what is the value of b? Minus 24 by 2. So what will get here? The b value, got it as minus 12. Now you know the value of b. If you want to calculate the value of a, just substitute in any of these equations. Let us consider equation 2. From equation 2, what is the equation 2, which is minus 2a plus b is equal to 2. This is the equation 2. Now you know the value of b, which is minus 12. Substitute it here. Minus 2a minus 12 is equal to 2. So what is the value of minus 2a, which is 2 plus 12? If you take minus 12, it will become plus 12. You are getting minus 2a is equal to 14. So what is the value of a? Minus 14 by 2. Just we have took this minus 2 to that side, it will become division. So here what you will get here? A is equal to minus 7. So this is the problem. Now see the next one. Up to now we discussed about the remainder theorem. Again, what the remainder theorem says? If p of x is any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1, and if you are dividing this polynomial with x minus a, the remainder is in the form of p of a. Right? This is the remainder theorem. We already proved and we have solved so many problems by using this remainder theorem. Now we are going to the next theorem, which is the factor theorem. So what is the next theorem, which is the factor theorem? You know what is meant by a factor. What is meant by a factor? If you are dividing two numbers, when you say that the given number is a factor of the other number, let us consider an example 2. For here, consider 12 divided by 2. Can we say that 2 is a factor of 12? Yes, because here when you are dividing 2 with 12, you will get the remainder, which is 0. Right? So we can say that 2 is a factor of 12. Similarly here, if you are dividing 13 with 2, you will get the remainder, 2 6 are 12, and you are getting the remainder is 1. So we can say that 2 is not a factor of 13. What is meant by the factor? Factor is nothing but if you have given any number, if you are dividing that number to the any given number, the remainder should be 0. If the remainder is 0, we can say that the given number is a factor of the other number, or otherwise it is not a factor. Here you can observe that 2 is not a factor of 13, but 2 is a factor of 12 because here the remainder is 0. Why we are discussing here? Before going to discuss about the polynomials, let us take the numbers here. So when we can say if the remainder is 0, we can say that it is a factor. The same thing here in the case of the polynomials, what it states the factor theorem here. If p of x is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and if you are dividing this polynomial with x minus a, then p of a is equal to 0. Right here p of a is nothing but you know that it is the remainder. If the remainder is equal to 0, then we can say that it is a factor. Just the small thing here, what we have now, up to now what we have discussed here, if you are dividing one number to the other number, if the remainder is 0, we can say that it is a factor. Similarly, in case of the polynomial, let us consider one polynomial here. Consider here x square minus 1. If you are dividing this polynomial with the other polynomial, let us consider the other polynomial is x plus 1. Now, if the remainder is 0, then we can say that x plus 1 is a factor of x square minus 1. The same thing we have done here in the case of the numbers. Here, if you consider this example, what we took here, we have divided these two numbers. Since the remainder is 0, we can say that 2 is a factor of 12. Similarly, in this case, let us divide these two polynomials x plus 1 with x square minus 1. What is the first step? You need to divide these two numbers. Directly I am doing here. X square by x. What is the value of x square by x? X. Now, you need to multiply these two values. X into x, which is x square, plus 1 into x, which is x. Now after that what we need to do, we need to change the symbols, minus minus. So what you get here, minus x minus 1. Now again you need to divide these two. After dividing minus x by x, you will get minus 1. Now multiply minus 1 with x plus 1. What you will get? Minus 1 into x, which is minus x, minus into plus, which is minus, and after that 1 into 1, which is 1. Now what we need to do? We need to change the symbols. So here plus, here plus. This one will get cancelled. You are getting the remainder as 0. Now here you can say that x plus 1 is a factor of x square minus 1. Why? Because here you are getting the remainder as 0. This is nothing but the remainder theorem. So what it states here, if p of x is any polynomial, let us consider p of x is any polynomial. If you are dividing this polynomial with the linear polynomial x minus a, there are two conditions they have given here. In the first condition, what they are saying here, if p of a is equal to 0, that means if the remainder is 0, if you are considering these two polynomials, if you are dividing these two columns, you are getting the remainder is 0, which is nothing but this is p of a, right? If p of a is equal to 0, then what we are saying here, x plus 1 is a factor of x square minus 1. Similarly here, if p of a is equal to 0, we can say that x minus a is a factor of p of x. So here, x minus a is factor of p of x. And the converse is also possible. What it states here, if you are saying, consider here some example 24 by 4. You know that 4 is a factor of 24. Because here, if you are dividing these two values, you are getting the remainder as 0. So, what is the second condition here? If x minus a is a factor of p of x, then p of a is equal to 0. Both are true here. Here, if 4 is a factor of 24, you can say that the remainder is 0. Or